Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Knights and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The fake that wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. Bring him down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. They want to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And we take a look at James Peoples. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game.
steady. I think that's the one thing the coach has been talking about with this running back all year long. Each and every week, this guy has been stepping up, and he's being a leader by the way he is in the locker room, on the practice field, and on game day. And I think you saw a fantastic performance the last time out. This team is winning games. They're in a good rhythm right now, in large part because of how well this guy's toting the rock.
And I think it's the identity of this team, right? Like, you can feel it. It's him. He is the identity. He's the heartbeat. He's the pulse. He's the consistent part that they really depend on. Like, no matter what the environment is throughout the season, they know they can lean on him. And the consistency has been there. So this offense goes through him. Look forward to watching him today against a pretty good defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They're all over it. The ball is out behind the line. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on fourth down. At the 35, he's open.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw one first. The sure hands. It's Polk. Makes the tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second and long here. Handoff, Peoples running left. He's got the first down. Maybe a crease. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Knights are flying down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knights will snap it on first and 10. Here's a give to Peoples. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Carter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Morrow. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Memphis picking up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got him quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. In the backfield, it's Peoples. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Using his feet. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Morrow. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistent.
Looking long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Look out! Out wide left, it's Boston. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside, it's Peoples. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Peoples. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'll run it on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Quick give. It's Hatcher. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Blasted as he lets it go. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble. Blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Cotton. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on second down. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Straight ahead, it's Hatcher. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Knights in the hurry-up. Handoff for Peoples. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Knights head coach told me at the half he has really talked to his team at the half about how they are executing with this noise. On the road, trying to separate themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the 3rd.
Thanks, Holly. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. From the gun, it's Middleton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Running inside, it's Morrow. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Memphis wants to move quickly.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Turns upfield. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down next.
Touchdown, Memphis. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Polk. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
They'll give it to People. He's dropped.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. Dragged down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one is. A drill trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Peoples. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He's looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run out of the gun. James Peoples. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Memphis sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Finding some room. Running through contact. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Taken down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 26. sets a kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with People. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Tiger. The pick six has them right back in it.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, they'll break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Gives him the big stiff arm. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Handoff for Peoples. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
On the run, it's Middleton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
On third down, here's Peoples. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but
guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Moves to his right. And as he throws, incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrow. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Delayed to the back. It's Morrow. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Memphis wants to move quickly. Second down, going to throw it. Rush is on. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Good, right down the boulevard. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Knights sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Out wide left, it's Peoples. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And this is a huge 3rd down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last 2 plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the 3rd down basket and go to your best player. Not overthink this.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Peoples again. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Set to kick it away.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work.
Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. It's complete. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well.
Going downfield for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week